Well, at least they spawned. Though, not where I was hoping. So I'm going to end up building a divider like I was saying, and I'm just going to put the divider here. And I'm just going to take the bottom portion of the filter and just put it there next, and put the air stone next to it. And let them care for the rest of the eggs on the top piece. I may also shut off this filter, I don't know yet. But yeah. Very useless. Utterly useless. Flowerhorn's doing just fine in his new little home. Newest betta still doing great. And with some reworking, I was able to run all my tanks in my room off a air pump that is designed for 24 gallons or so, or 20 gallons, something like that. Maybe, yeah, it's like 20 something gallons. It's like a pump for like a 20-gallon tank. So basically, I just had to rewire a few of these tanks to allow this to happen. And all my tanks are now running off one air pump all by itself. And of course, I have this air stone more or less turned off to give more power, since this air stone doesn't have a filter hooked up to it. But all my tanks are all running off this one filter. And that one filter is this one in here, which you really can't see, but you can hear it. It's one of those cheap Walmart Aqueon tanks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tank here, and I'm going to run it off this air pump here. And most likely what I'm going to do with this air pump here is I'm just going to I'm going to build another sponge filter and just place it in here to run this tank too. Then I'm going to use the air pump that I already have here. And I'm just going to hook up another air. Then I'm just going to hook up another air stone and just have another filter here. There is not, but I can just easily reroute everything. So I gotta redo some more. So I have the ability now to rework some of my tanks. But my main objective is to get these two away from their eggs, so they don't eat them again like the useless angels they are. Also, King of DIY got some very beautiful platinums. Doubtful. I would like to get a platinum, but I don't think I can get that where I live. Alright, so here's what I've done. I have the divider here. I left their eggs on there. That way, so they can still have something to breed, to guard and whatnot. And then put the bottom half right here and on this side with the air stone. I'm following Master of Aquatics. I believe that's his YouTube channel. He mostly does angels. And I'm more or less following what he did with the eggs that are on something. I just put the bottom two in here, have the air stone more or less right next to it, going to near full blast. Hopefully this will be more than enough to negate the fungus growth, in theory, from what he says. I don't know. I never properly had. I know I had a viable spawn once, but they ate them. So that's pretty much. Let's see if they'll go after my finger again. You wanna go after my finger? They can care less about my finger. What if I go close to the eggs? Oh, now she notices. Now you notice. You are truly worthless. There you go, dum-dum. Now you got eggs. Now do your thing and keep guard of them and don't eat them. If you guys eat them again, you're still going to keep the name of useless and worthless. Actually, I'm trying to figure out which one should be named worthless and useless. Just because I've given them those two names doesn't mean I love these angels. I love them. They're my two favorites. But they're still useless as heck. You know, one thing that's not useless is this. It's just ungodly annoying. Let's see, where's my flower horn? Oh, there he is. Speaking of flower horn, I think I might as well give a little update on the big guy. So here's the big guy. As you can tell, he's doing just fine. Though my iPhone really doesn't want autofocus correctly. The one thing I give my S7, the one thing I like about my S7 compared to my iPhone is that it actually autofocuses correctly. But yeah, my big guy is doing just fine. It's been a few days now since I brought him home. He's gotten a lot more social. He's not hiding like he used to anymore. It seems like he's almost about ready to start following my finger around. And he's getting a little closer to it. But as you can tell, I've basically opened up this whole section for him. I have the other one right here. I'm going to keep this juvenile in here until either he gets bigger or this guy outgrows this size, because right now he has like 12, 13 gallons to himself. And the knot has actually gotten a little bit bigger since I got him. Though I think his color's still gonna be a little dab, like a little on the low side, I think, or whatever you call it. But I don't care. It's my flower horn. I've been wanting one for a while, and I'm happy with it. Though I don't know what to name it. And I'm definitely not going to name it Frank, because that'll just be too cliche. Especially considering there's already one flower horn named Frank. Is there anything else I really want to update on? Well, other than the fact that these tanks that run off air filters have a lot more power now to them, not really much else. Yeah, definitely need to tone down this one to give the rest of them more power. Tank maintenance kitties inspecting everything again. Aren't you, Patty? Yes, you are. And of course, goldfish are doing fine. I'm fasting them for a day or so. I think that's pretty much everything. Oh yeah, one other thing. Let's see. Earlier this morning, this guy was running his face directly into the sides of this tank for about 5 to 10 minutes. I have no idea what that was about, and I was worried. But it seems like he's doing just fine. And I really do not want to lose one of these long fins. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to mention I'm actually uploading this the day of recording. Normally I actually sit on the video for a few days before uploading, but this is one of those videos where I kind of want to keep a more active fish channel going in some form. And I'll probably post another video in the next few days of the outcome with the angels. Unless something else comes along my way that I want to upload about. But one thing is sure, these two angels have gotten bigger. And I'm definitely going to start looking into getting a bigger tank for them. Most likely a 20 extra high. If I get an extra 20 high, I can just more or less just put it right here and just put all the fish back into it. They'll just have more height going up. Because these two will definitely need it.